Man, look here. Come on now. Yes, sir. You gonna go home with some different stuff. You gonna go home with some different stuff. Pepper's peeing on your chicken.
Now that, I'm using that one. I'm telling you that. I'm gonna use that one.
Thank you for the little family reunion. You made me feel real good.
Amen. That's what I'm talking about. Home.
I'm rolling.
You rolling?
I'm rolling.
All right.
Well, here at Another Chance Family Fellowship, we were doing an X Factor series here at the church. And just so happened one night Dave and I were talking and he just said, man, I'm working in this series called the X Factor. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So we were both doing a series in regards to the X Factor right around the same time. And it was just kind of like, okay, God, that's it. That's the sign.
This is your first revival. What expectations do you have going in, coming out? What do you expect?
Revival. At the X Factor Revival, we want to hit every line as far as deliverance, as far as breakthroughs, as far as relationships, you know, people being transformed, and people actually seeing a difference in their own personal life opposed to just a life of just what everybody believes the church is supposed to be. We want them to know personally that Christ loves them right where they are.
You called on a very special person to be your guest speaker. Tell me about that.
Well, the X Factor Revival, I can't get out where you can edit this. The X Factor Revival needed an X Factor. And so what better way to have an X Factor than somebody that has transitioned one or two or three times over from his personal life to his professional life to his spiritual life and his mental life. It's just been a consistent change for him. And so knowing him personally, I knew that he could preach a sermon that would get into the hearts and the spirits of our people because of his lifestyle.
Okay, so tell us who he is and why made you pick him to be your guest speaker?
He is Dave Hollister, and I picked him because his name is Dave. Dave is just like mine.
Right.
No, but no, I'm very picky, and the fact that he's genuine and our conversation just flows, and he opened up to me about things. We opened up to each other about things. We became friends. If I could trust him with some of the things I talked to him about, I knew I can trust him speaking to our congregation.
Dave Hollister?
Yes.
I understand that this is a first for you as well. Tell us about this.
This is actually my first revival. I've been a part of revivals a lot in the singing aspect, but this is actually my first revival ministering the word. And when my friend, I keep calling him, I know he's pastor, but he's my brother. You know what I mean? He's my brother. When Dave called me and asked me to do it, I was first of all taken aback because I don't really go out and preach for other people. You know what I mean? And minister for other people. But just like he said, he's picky, so am I. But I knew that our relationship was a relationship that was sanctioned in heaven. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of the main reasons I wanted to do it.
Oh, good. Okay, you got through day one. Okay, tell us about day two, going in. What is it that you want to bring?
Man, getting through day one for me was tough. It was tough because of the anticipation and, you know, because of not knowing. Now, I knew his house, his family had his spirit, but you never know until you really get in front of the people. And it was amazing. It was amazing. It was almost just like preaching to my own family, which is the Word Assembly of Family of Churches in Antioch, California. And day two, I'm just looking for, you know, an even greater move. An even greater move of God, because now what I had prepared, God has totally shifted the message, because there's somebody in here that needs this certain message that I'm going to preach on tonight. So he and I were at lunch today, and just so many things we talked about registered in my spirit. I got to check in my spirit about some things. And when I got to my room, I went into prayer, began to pray, and God just shifted the whole message. So I'm looking forward to tonight.
My God, I can't wait.
Okay, what message, if you can leave anything to a room of people, what message would you, or what would you like to leave on the heart of the people going in and coming out of tonight, what would you like them to walk away with from you?
The message I would like to leave for people on tonight is God can take your ex and turn it into extraordinary. And that is what he's looking to do in the lives of his people. And he's taking his wounded anointed and raising them up. And everybody has a past.
Yes.
Not a lot of people want to embrace the past and let that fuel them to move forward. And I just want people to know that God is turning your ex into extraordinary.
Pastor Roberson?
Turn it.
Turn it.
Right.
No, right. Go ahead.
No, I like it. It's good. It's good. In closing, what would you like to say? Give us an outro. What would you like to say?
I'm honored. I'm blessed. I'm humbled by not just by Dave, but I'm honored and I'm blessed by the people that choose to follow this ministry, by the people that choose to surrender and submit to the leadership in this ministry. That's what keeps me going, you know. So without them, we're not here. They give us something to do. They give our lives purpose. And without, I don't care if it's 4 or 5 people, you know, there's still purpose in those 4 or 5.